Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about bags from Aliexpress. Now notice in the title that I didn't say best bags from Aliexpress or worst bags from Aliexpress, because I have a whole range of bags that I have bought from Aliexpress, that some are bad, some are good, some are great, but I wanted to just make sure that I sort of cover a bit of ground. Now, the reason why I have purchased bags from Aliexpress is because they are a bargain. Some of them are true bargains. Some of them are only like $10 or $20, which is incredible. Others are a little bit more expensive and obviously are real leathers and things like that. Okay, I'm going to start with my two least favorite bags, and probably two bags that I've never worn because I just didn't feel like the quality was good enough. First bag, which you guys would have never have seen because I've never featured it on my channel, is this little Dior, Lady Dior dupe. Now, I was so curious at the quality of this bag, and to be honest, on camera it doesn't look too bad. However, there is a very big however. There is a reason why these bags are expensive in the Dior store, and that's because there is a lot of work that goes into these bags, and there's a lot of structure that happens inside this bag that you can't really see from the outside. There are a lot of details, and this bag just does not have it. The first thing I'll say is it was not expensive. I would think it was around about $20. It was a super cheap, affordable bag. I thought, how bad can it be for $20? Always be careful when you say that, guys. It always bites me in the bum. So this bag is gold on gold. It's got the gold hardware. It is very, very light. Very light. Also, you guys know that the handles are a big pain point with this style. So you can kind of see there, if you're grabbing the handles, they're soft. They're really soft. Now, don't mind my croaky throat today, guys. For some reason, I just have this frog in my throat and I cannot shake it. So I'm going to try and talk a little bit softer than normal. So hopefully it doesn't affect you and you don't go, Naomi, why do you sound different today? Now, the other thing too, before we open the bag and get into it, this bag came so bashed in. It seemed like it had been on a journey to Mars. Like, it was so squashed, it was bent out of shape, you know, it was squished on one side, and it took me a hot minute to kind of push it back into shape. And then I thought to myself, oh my god, this is a terrible bag. I would never ever wear this. Just the lightness, which you can't see on screen. I'm quite disappointed that you can't see that, but it's really, really light. Also, you know, the finish is not leather. How can it be for $20, guys? You got to know what you're paying for. I wasn't expecting it to be leather, and maybe I should have gone with something in a different kind of finish, but I've got croc sort of print leather, faux leather bags in this haul, and I don't think they look too bad, but this particular one just does. It also has the zip closure, which I dread. Absolutely hate this zip closure. It's so hard. Look, I mean, I haven't even pulled out the stuffing. That's how much I disliked this bag. I kind of thought I needed a little gold Lady Dior in my life, but when this arrived, I knew I did not need that. So, also the little charms, they all say, you know, Dior, which is quite shocking. This kind of charm pull, don't know if you can see that. There is a loop here, and this loop is supposed to be through this loop, this metal ring, and it's not in there, which means it just hasn't been made right. I can see the spot where it's supposed to be, but they've obviously forgotten to put that in, and then it was an afterthought. There's stitching that's loose and coming apart. It does say Dior on the inside, so this is not a dupe. Unfortunately, I thought it was, but it's not. And the feet are different. I haven't even taken the plastic off, but they're just little domes. when they should be those sharp, pointy, pyramid style, you know, cone. They're like cones, not domes. Yeah, so that is bag number 1. That is probably one of my, probably the worst purchase that I have, my worst bag purchase from Ali. Second bag I have purchased from Ali. Obviously these are in no particular order, guys. I've got some dating back a few years as well. Just because I wanted to have a bit of a fun haul here today. This bag you guys would never have seen either because I have not worn it and I have not done a video on it. So the bag in question is this Ysl bag. It actually looks really nice on camera. I'm like, Naomi, why don't you use this bag? So it is it the envelope style? I can't remember the name, but it's this Ysl. There is no branding on this little tag, but there is the logo there. It's red on red. This one also was around about $20 from memory. It looks fine, and I think if you're a uni student or someone like that, if you're a teenager and you wanted a bag for the weekend, this is super cute. I just can tell with the finish and also the hardware. I'm just a little bit dubious about this hardware too. It's coated in red as well, so it's red on red. From a distance, you're not really going to notice that much of a difference, but up close you do. There are no feet down the bottom. You know, I actually think this faux leather looks quite okay. It looks quite nice. It's not super shiny. It's not super matte. For $20, it would not be real leather. No way in hell. Now, something that I tell you guys all the time is to watch for the piping. So this bag is red on red, and because of that, you can't really tell if the piping is messy. See, there's all red piping around the bag, but you know, it could be messy, but you just wouldn't even notice because the color is exactly the same. Really, really interesting. When we open the bag, there is the Saint Laurent Paris there, and it's an accordion style bag with black lining on the inside. There is a little slip pocket at the back in a very strange plasticky fabric. The lining is interesting. It's kind of same leathery type of feel as the outside. And then there's a little small pocket at the front, which would be perfect for your phone. So, you know, this, I believe they had other colors as well, but I got this one just because I thought, you know, I don't need another black bag in this kind of size like this anyway. So I thought I'd just have fun with a bit of a color. And I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't used it. It doesn't actually look that bad. I wouldn't say it's the worst bag I've received from Ali. The gold Lady Dior is definitely the worst. But this one's okay. And like I mentioned, you know, if you're a student or if you're a teenager or you're young, you're saving your money, I don't think there'll be anything wrong with this bag. And I actually think it'll be quite durable because sometimes PU leathers and those sorts of bags tend to last quite a while, I've noticed. Alright, now the third bags, I say bags because there are two, because they're identical. They did come from two different sellers, but they're pretty much from the same factory. And that's these Jacquemus little bags. I love these bags. I mean, they're not very useful because they are so small. However, I do really like the quality for the fact that they were about $13, I believe. So the fact that they're, you know, really affordable and cheap. You can also see that the logos are very different, as in the size of the logos are very different on both bags. I don't know, I think the smaller one is more accurate. This one is quite big. But there you go. I think these for the price are amazing. And let's face it, you know, how often are you going to use a tiny ass bag like this? Not very often. So why would you pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars? You just wouldn't. So they are my next bags from Aliexpress. I'm still yet to use these, guys, because I can't fit my phone in it, and I kind of need my phone everywhere, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll actually have use for these, but super cute. If I was maybe going to an event or something and I didn't want to carry a lot, could definitely work. Next bag is one of my favorites that I have purchased from Ali because it was a dupe and I really wanted to test out this style because I thought this bag would be way too small, and I was wrong. And it's this mini Kelly. I've been wanting to try this size because I've seen it all over the internet. I know the mini Kelly is such a hard bag to find and buy from Hermes. It seems to be selling out faster than the Birkins and the Kellys, which are very strange. But I wanted to see what all the hype was about. And yes, I will say it is a really small bag. There is no denying that at all. However, it's just really cute. It fits just enough. You do have to be really light on and you can't carry too many things. However, I have found this bag super useful. I have been wearing it for weeks at a time. And it's also made me realize that I can carry a Kelly with the flaps kind of underneath without it feeling like they're in the way, because the footprint of it is really small. Just love it. I'm definitely gonna try this in other colors, and I'm gonna try it in a better quality version now that I've tested this style and I think that it works. Yeah, I've got a pink one. I've got like a fuchsia hot pink one coming. I wanted to try it in something bright, and I also want to try this in a black, but I just can't make up my mind whether I want gold hardware with the black or silver hardware with the black. I absolutely love black and gold hardware, and that color combination is really strong in my collection. I'm just wondering if I've already got a small bag that kind of fits that description, and so I don't need to get one in gold, and maybe I should go with silver, but I don't know. I really don't know. I really surprised myself with this bag that I'm gonna test it in other colors. You can probably hear the offender now. Okay, next bag I have in my Aliexpress haul is this. You guys have seen this bag before. I did an unboxing of this bag, or a review of this bag I should say. It is a dupe for the Bottega Veneta cassette bag, and I have to say the shape of this bag and the quality of this bag is excellent. It is really, really nice. I don't know, it kind of feels like plastic over the top, but it does look really close to the original. The clasp and everything look great. You know, this is quite original. The fact that it's got this little pull-out pocket that can also be clipped in, that's also amazing. I mean, you guys know why I don't wear this bag that much, and it's pretty much the chains. The chains weigh me down. They're super heavy and annoying. However, I would be open to trying this in the strap version. I think I've moved out of love with this kind of shape and style. I know that I used to love the Marmont GG, the black with the flap bag, and I used to wear that bag to death. Like for years I was wearing that bag, and I recently got the pink, well not recently, maybe a year ago, I got the pink version with the pearls on it because I loved that style so much and I wore it to death. I've barely worn that bag, and it's really surprised me, and I've realized I actually don't reach for the black one anymore because I think I now prefer top handles. I really like top handles, and so I just sort of think, you know, maybe I'm moving away from this style. This does have a top handle, but it's a little bit different. So this one is a dupe, as mentioned. This one was not that expensive. It was under $100. Wasn't dirt cheap. Maybe it was around 60 or 70. Can't quite remember. I will put it on screen or down below if I can get that information for you. Okay, now we're getting on to some bags I really love. This one is a dupe. Do you guys remember the Celine Box Bag? I absolutely love this bag. I just find it really classy, timeless, elegant, and it was a real surprise because the clasp is so weird. but I just absolutely love it. I think this brown color is super versatile. This one, I've got the strap on the inside. Again, the piping is the same color as the bag, so it makes it really seamless and you don't kind of see any pain points. I do have to warn you guys that this smooth leather does scratch really easily, so buyer beware if you guys are considering this. It also comes in a textured finish, which is similar to the palm print finish on the saddlebags, of the Dior saddlebags. So if you guys love this style but you're not sure about the scratching, maybe try the scratch resistant, that kind of palm print texture, because that'll be a lot better and it won't be as easily scratched. This one's got the beautiful gold hardware, very iconic, and this is a dupe. There is no branding on it whatsoever, but I just love this bag. I think it is super simple. I think I'm going to have it in my collection for a really long time. There are the two accordion pockets and the zipper pocket at the back, so it does have quite a bit of room in there. I don't think it can expand that much. I have not seen the capacity of this bag, but I might do a what's in my bag. I might wear it for a week and do a what's in my bag, because I actually think it can fit more than you realize, because it looks small. This is, I think, the larger one out of the two sizes. I think this is the 24 centimeter, I think. So there you go. Celine Box Bag, dupe. Next up is probably my oldest purchase, my oldest bag purchase from Aliexpress, and that is the MS Kelly. This one has been on my shelf for many, many years. It has seen many moons. I've put this cute orange twilly on it with a bit of blue and pink, which I really, really love. I also whacked this horsey on it too that I got from another order. And you know, this bag in this tan color, or the gold color that MS call it, is a really practical purchase, and it kind of goes with everything, especially if you're a casual dresser. If you dress a lot in jeans and casual outfits, this would work really well in your wardrobe. I don't dress like that most days, and I like something a little bit more dressy, so this falls short for me sometimes, but the quality of this is amazing. I believe at the time, this was many, many years ago, so the listing will not be available anymore, but it was around about $100 or $110. I remember thinking to myself, oh, that's pretty good for the price. Like, the quality is quite good. The MS logo has faded a little bit over time, not much, but the stitching is gorgeous. There is the slanted stitching, which is amazing. You guys have probably seen the review of this bag. It is on my channel if you guys want to see it again. But I do show you sort of more of the details and the inside, etc. But this is a really, really old bag, but I like to keep it on my shelf because sometimes I need a bag like this. The shape is really nice. The size, it's a size 28 in the Raton style, if you guys know anything about MS bags. The feet are just the short cropped feet that now are a bit worn, you can sort of see, and there's a couple of tiny scuffs on the corners, but really only tiny. So I think this one's a bit of a dark horse. It gets more use than probably most other bags in this haul. Second last bag in my haul is a recent purchase, which is this gorgeous little number. You guys might have seen the review or slash unboxing. I think it was more of a review because I actually had the bag for a while and I tested it out and it was on my shelf, and you guys don't miss a beat and you were like, we need to set a review, Naomi. Where'd you get that bag? I want one, blah, blah, blah. So this one is from AliExpress. I really wanted to test out the size because I was not convinced that I would like a size 25. I thought a size 25 would be too small. A 25 in a lot of other bags like a Gucci or the Chanel Classic Fab, they are too small for me and I don't like them in that size. However, this bag is different, and purely because of the two handle and the fact that it opens. I do have a Samorga insert in there, which is what you can see. But yeah, there's something about this bag that's different because it opens this way. You can fit more on top. I also can fit my diary in here, which is amazing. I have an A5 size diary and that fits in here really well. I can fit my iPad in here. I mean, you know what? It's really surprised me, this bag. I wasn't sure if I'd be keeping this bag because if you guys saw that video, you'll know that I had issues with this color, and it was supposed to be a really light pale pink, like a baby pink, but a really pale baby pink color, in the Sakura color. That was the photo that was listed. However, this is more of a dusty pink, like a dark dusty pink. And to be honest, I already have a few bags in this color already that are nearly exactly the same shade. So I was really hoping it would be the lighter color, but it wasn't. And so this is something you guys have to be aware of, that sometimes these sellers are not using their own photos. They either don't have the ability to take good photos, or, you know, they just are lazy and they would go somewhere else and just pull something from the web and go, that's close enough. But little do they know that we know that the bags are not the same once the bag comes in. That is why you get this differentiation, you know, from a bag that you see online. You get it in, you're like, that doesn't look like the bag. It's because they didn't use the right photos. They didn't take their own photos. When sellers take their own photos, the difference is huge because you really know what you're going to get. And there is a big reason why some sellers don't take their own photos, because their quality isn't that great and they don't want to show that their quality is great. It's sort of like a tricking scheme. Anyway, that's a story for another video. But when I finally accepted this color, it's still pretty, it's still beautiful, and I started using the bag, I realized it was so functional. So I do have a better quality Hermes Birkin 25 coming in a really gorgeous color, and I can't wait to share that one with you guys. It is not coming from Aliexpress, it is coming from one of my really great suppliers, and I'm finally gonna test it out because I know you guys are hungry for a really good seller of these bags. And I've been searching for years, guys, and I'm still searching to this day. So I'm crossing my fingers with this new batch that is coming recently, and I hope that it is going to be amazing. So there you go. The leather of this bag is really nice. That is something that it was a standout to me when I first opened this pack, was like, wow, the leather is actually really good. From memory, this bag was around about, it was under $100. So it could have been 70, could have been 90, I can't quite remember. But I thought for under $100, this is really good. If you guys have watched this video, you'll know the pain points of this bag, so it is not perfect. Don't think that you're buying a mirror, because it is not a mirror. But if you just want to test out the style, the shape, etc., you don't want to pay that much, this could be a really good option. Finally, on to the very last bag. Now, I have not done a video for this bag purely because I think it was like $40, and I was like, I don't think this is worth doing a video on. I don't know how popular it is. It has been on my shelf a few times and you guys have not noticed it. So I'm going to show you guys. It is a dupe of a mini Kelly, but it is all in diamantes. It's covered in rhinestones. This bag is gorgeous. The quality is not super high, I do have to warn you guys, but I have never seen a bag like this. I've never seen a mini Kelly or even a Kelly that is covered in rhinestones the way that this is. This one is just rows and rows and rows of rhinestones. It actually looks like it's a bit of a sheet and it's just been stuck on. So the quality is not super great, guys, but I'm not planning for this bag to be an everyday bag for me. I am planning to take this out occasionally, out to dinner or something like that. If I turn it around, I don't know if the camera is actually picking it up, but it is just a beautiful shimmery rhinestone bag. It is just gorgeous, super cute, and it's even on the bottom. And for the fact that it was $40, it's I believe it's in a very light grey colour. The actual faux leather pieces are in a bit of a light grey colour. I need to mould this handle because it's not quite right for me. It's just a bit, and you can see, you know, it's not top quality, guys. The handle is a little bit wonky and the step is quite heavy there and there. But you know, for the fact that it's a $40 bag from Aliexpress, it took a hot minute to arrive. It was probably one of my longest delivery times, and I actually put in a dispute because I didn't think I was going to receive it. However, it arrived and I was like, this bag is beautiful. It's actually beautiful. It's the same size as this mini Kelly. Is it? Is it the same size? Yeah. It's pretty much the same size. It is a little bit bigger on the sides. You can sort of see. I think it's actually the 20, no, the base is the same. So they're the same size down here, but they're just, this one's a little bit fatter on the side, so I can fit a little bit more in this. But I just thought this was super cute. It does have a brand on the inside, but it's not a famous brand. Is it Sims? Something like that. And it's just one open pocket. There is a receipt in here. Why is there a receipt? I have no idea. I must have used this the other day. It was a receipt for my nails. Not these ones. Oh, maybe it was these ones. I think it was. Yeah. The other day I was just popping out and I thought, I'll take this little number. I just felt a bit bougie that day. Wanted something a little bit sparkly. I just think this would make a great little evening bag. It is just so glistening. I'm really shocked at how it's coming across on camera because it's sort of not coming across correctly. When I go close, you can kind of see. You can sort of see this piece here has just been cut out and stuck on. But you know, that's, you know, a $40 bag from Aliexpress. So there you go. Super, super cute. And I actually think I'm going to be using this, you know, $40 worth anyway. I do have a lot of other beautiful bags, but this is something when you want something that little bit extra sparkly, you know, if you have that outfit and you just go, you know what, I want to go all out today. I think this would really work. So there you go. Well, what do you think of this sparkly bag? And out of all the bags that I showed, which was your favorite? And would you be purchasing bags from Aliexpress? I mean, it is a gamble. I'm not gonna lie. It does take a hot minute to find something right, and you kind of got to go through the rabbit hole a little bit. I find that with Aliexpress, you got to really do your research. You've got to click on a lot of similar links for the feed to show you the bags that you're wanting to see. You can't just type in Kelly bag or Birkin bag because those searches don't work, and they do that deliberately because they don't want to be, I guess, they don't want to get into trouble with the brands, right? So if you want to find something, you have to sort of search in a different way to find it. But anyway, there you go. I hope that this was insightful. I hope that you got something out of it and that you are inspired to maybe buy a bag that you've been thinking about or not sure if it's going to work and test it out. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a like if you haven't already and subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel out. And I hope to see you next time in my next video. Bye for now.